What's going on, guys? Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about the Pokemon Direct that just happened today. It ended a few hours ago. I streamed it live with my dude Ruffled Rowlet as well, and there were definitely some cool things that were shown off in that Direct, and now I want to give you guys my thoughts on it and just how I feel about all the announcements. So yeah, let's get started. Really, there were only two big announcements that happened in that entire Direct, but the first big one is that we are in fact going to be getting a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game on the Nintendo Switch this year. And so I'm on the website right now. It says right here, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. And so if you guys don't know, this is actually a remake of the DS Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Now, I'll be real with you guys, I actually didn't get to play that game. I remember playing it at my friend's house for a little bit, but I never even got to finish all of it or play all of it. And I know a lot of people love this game, and the crazy thing is this Pokemon game actually had two versions. Like, it was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team and then Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. But in this version, you're actually going to be getting both of them in one. So that's going to be awesome. You're getting both of those versions inside of one, and I think this is definitely a fan favorite. I know it was very surprising because people just kept thinking that Mystery Dungeon was over and we were never going to see a new one again. And while this still technically isn't a brand new Mystery Dungeon, it is just amazing that a classic one is going to be played on the Switch. And I know a lot of people that are going to be very excited for this. And the craziest part about this is that it comes out so soon. It says March 6, 2020. That means the game is probably close to being done, if not already done at this point. And that's just awesome. Like, this is going to be great to have for early in the year. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. There's even a demo, I'm pretty sure they said at the end of the video. Yeah, it says right here, play a demo on the Switch. So you can even play the demo. I'll probably be playing that for a little bit, seeing what it's like. But I know a lot of people were very excited about this. So it's awesome that we are going to be getting a Mystery Dungeon game on the Switch. Now, the second thing that I want to talk to you guys about is really the thing that they focused on, and that is Pokemon Sword and Shield is going to be getting an expansion pass. So yes, they are in fact doing DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I know I did make a video yesterday with my predictions for what I think was going to be in the Direct, and I did say that maybe they were going to be doing some type of DLC, and yeah, lo and behold, here we are, Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC. And yeah, I mean, I have the link to it right here so we can take a look. Now, the first thing that I do want to talk about is that they did mention that they are pretty much doing this now instead of doing third versions, which is really awesome. I'm actually looking forward to that a lot. So this is going to be the DLC, like they said, like when they were explaining it, how before they used to have third versions or like sister games with like Pokemon Crystal, Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Platinum, those types of games, whereas now you're going to be able to just have a Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion pass with extra content that they're just going to add right into the game, and you can just load up your save file and explore these new areas, which is definitely really cool. And there's going to be two separate packs. There's going to be one coming out in the summer, and there's going to be one coming out in the fall. So I think this one's probably going to be coming out in November. I think that's what the estimate was, and this one is coming out in June. So probably like at the end of E3 for the first one, and then probably like in like November, right around the holiday time when the Pokemon games come out for the second one. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing what all this stuff is going to be like. So let's take a look at all this. I mean, the first thing at the bottom here was new features that are added. So you're in fact going to be getting special new customization outfits for a lot of your characters. You're going to have like a Marnie outfit. There's going to be a Chairman Rose one. So that's pretty cool that you're going to have all of those. There's even going to be tutor moves now. So move tutors are going to be inside of the game. So essentially all of those features that you used to get inside of like Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and those types of third version games, you're going to be getting them now into this like expansion pass that are going to be added into the game instead. So you got all these other things. So you can see here like what's going to come with each expansion pass. So that's really awesome. The next thing is there's going to be even new characters that you're going to go through and explore with inside of these expansion passes. So the Isle of Armor is the first one, and then the Crown Tundra is the second one. So you're going to have this character named Mustard who's going to appear in the Isle of Armor. Then you're going to have separate version exclusive characters with Clara inside of Pokemon Sword and Avery inside of Pokemon Shield. So that's some good stuff right there. I mean, it's pretty cool that you're going to be able to see them. Now, they do have like special typings, like this person is a poison type expert, this person is a psychic type expert. So I don't know if they're like gym leaders per se, or just like trainers that you get to face against. Like maybe they're just, it says here that they're formidable rivals, so I guess you're just gonna have to like face against them. It'll be like a cool little adventure, I guess. The next thing is that there's even going to be Gigantamax forms of your partner Pokemon. So this was something that was rumored, and people were talking about how like usually you would think like with a new type of gameplay mechanic that the starter Pokemon would get it, and we didn't get that, and so people were wondering like, is there going to be anything special with them? Because even like in Pokemon Sun and Moon, all of the starter Pokemon had their special Z moves. Like they had like the special like Sinister Aero Raid Z move, and like the Incineroar like one where he like jumped around on the boxing ring and like did a whole entire slam onto you. So they all had their own special Z moves, and we were thinking like, are they even gonna get like special Gigantamax forms for Sword and Shield? And yes, they are. They're gonna be a part of the expansion pass. You're even going to get a Galarian Slowpoke, which is cool, so that's pretty awesome. And then the one thing that I know a ton of people are going to be very happy about is that a lot of the Pokemon that did get cut from Pokemon Sword and Shield that aren't in the Pokedex are in fact going to be appearing again inside of the games with this expansion pass. Now the thing that's important to keep in mind here is that a lot of people are spreading misinformation that this is like paid DLC, that you can only get these older Pokemon that were cut if you buy the DLC. That's actually not true. So the DLC content itself, yes, you have to pay for it. It's $30 to get it, but this stuff, like in terms of like these Pokemon, like if you want to have Volcarona in the game, if you want to get your Crobat in the game, you don't have to pay $30 to get those. Those Pokemon, you can have them. There's going to be a free update that'll come out where you can get those Pokemon in trades and stuff, so you don't have to worry about not being able to get those. I know people keep spreading misinformation that like you have to pay to get those Pokemon. That's not true. But also up here, you've got new legendary Pokemon that are going to be added. So this is essentially how they tied like the legendary Pokemon of Generation 8. Because we didn't get any legendary Pokemon besides Zacian and Zamazenta. And usually every single game we do have like a trio of legendaries, or like we have some new Pokemon, and we're always wondering like, where was that with Pokemon Sword and Shield? We just didn't have those, and this is how they're going to be added into the game. So it is kind of cool though how they're doing this. The one thing I do like about it is how these didn't leak ahead of time, because they weren't even in the code of the game, because they're going to be a part of the DLC. But at the same time, it is also kind of like, this could have been in the game from the start. And that's one of the things that I know a lot of people are talking about, and I do want to give you guys my thoughts on that, is that the thing about this is, yes, it is exciting, and I am looking forward to it, and I am probably going to be getting it. The thing though is that all of this stuff could in fact have been in the game from the start. I mean, this is in fact going to be like an entire post-game episode that we should have gotten right from the start when we bought Pokemon Sword and Shield, but it is now being added into the game as a separate pay-on. And I mean, I know it is kind of like something that people aren't a fan of, and I can definitely understand with that. The good thing is that this isn't another whole new game. Like this is definitely like post-game content. And the thing is, you're not going to have to spend the money for an entire new game just to get this content. The bad news is that it is still content that you have to pay for. You know, like in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, one of the best parts about that game was the Team Rainbow Rocket stuff and the whole entire Ultra Megalopolis and going through that place and all that. But the thing is, it was an entire new game. You essentially had to buy that entire game again, play through all of the beginning where it was basically kind of the same, just to get to that exciting stuff at the end. Whereas with like having an expansion pass like this, you can just hop right into it right away because you already beat the main adventure. That's something that I am actually a big fan of. But like I said, this stuff all could have been in the game from the start, and that is something that, you know, you have to keep in mind. But the thing is, all of this is going to be $30. It's going to be the price of half of what Pokemon Sword and Shield cost. So at the end of the day here, if we do get content that's going to be like enough to have like half the game's value, then I won't be all that disappointed. And I mean, these areas do seem pretty big from what we see, and I mean, I'm excited to take a look. I mean, I know right now on Twitter there's two completely different sides. Some people are saying like, you know, Game Freak is going all in, this is amazing, this is beautiful. Some people are trashing this, saying that it's terrible, it's awful, they shouldn't have done this, it's, you know, they're getting greedy, they're doing whatever. The point that I'm trying to make is, yes, these could have been in the game from the start. This could have been a more complete game, definitely, if all of this was included from the start. The good stuff though is that it is not being part of a completely new game. They are not trying to sell this to you as Pokemon Ultra Sword or Ultra Shield or anything like that, and it is optional. They are not forcing you to buy this. You don't have to buy it, and you can still probably get a good amount of fun out of Pokemon Sword and Shield even if you don't buy this expansion pass. But at the end of the day here, it is something that you still have to pay for. But like I said, I'm going to wait till I actually get the games, or like get this expansion pass for myself. I'm going to be playing through it, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts on how I feel about it, if I think it was worth it, and if I like this idea of having expansion passes. Because this is kind of scary too, because this is something that they could be trying to do now for the rest of the rest of the future in terms of like Pokemon releases, where like maybe when we do get our Diamond and Pearl remakes that people have always wanted, yes, we could get the Diamond and Pearl remakes and it'll be good content, but maybe then they could have like a Platinum expansion pass where if you want like the Distortion World and a whole bunch of extra other cool stuff, you're gonna have to spend an extra $30. So it is a way that this could still end up being something that a lot of people don't like, but I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to wait till I get the games or get this expansion pass, play it through myself, see if I had a good time, and see if it's something that I actually end up liking. But for now, it's something that I'm looking forward to. We'll just see what happens. I mean, the cool thing is that the expansion pass is coming in 2 parts, and the first one is coming out really soon in the summer, so we'll actually be able to play that pretty soon. It'll be probably after E3, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts on how I feel about it. And finally, the last thing that I do want to add to you guys is I did make a bet yesterday on Twitter. I said if any of these did get announced in the direct today that I would do a face reveal, so I know people are going to be asking me about this. So I did say if there was a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game on the Switch, if there was Pokepark 3, Pokemon Stadium, Snap Battle Revolution, or XD ports, or if new games for any of them came out, if cut Pokemon were added back into Sword and Shield, or if we got Diamond and Pearl remakes. And yes, we did get 2 of these things. We did get a Mystery Dungeon game on the Switch, and cut Pokemon are being added back into Pokemon Sword and Shield. So yes, I have definitely lost this bet. There's no way around it, and I will be doing a face reveal at some point. I mean, maybe in the future, like in a couple weeks, I will try to get like a whole setup with the camera and everything. And even from now on, I think maybe streams will just have face cam. I would try to do videos with face cam. The problem though is usually the place that I record is pretty dark and like there's not a lot of lighting, so it wouldn't be worth it to do all videos with face cam. But whenever I can try to do videos with face cam, you can bet from now on I will try to do that. And so yeah, there you go guys, that is all the news that we got today from the Pokemon Direct. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please be sure to click that like button and also comment down below and let me know what you guys think of all this. Are you excited for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the Pokemon Expansion Pass? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Pokemon content in the future, so please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to be part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.